Hello ladies and gentlemen, and movie lovers of all kind, and welcome back to the channel. As always, I am your host, Brett Murphy, and for today's video, I have another brand new ranking for you all, and I am going to be ranking all 3 of Director Jordan Peele's movies. So I am just a touch late to the party on this one. In all actuality, I did have this ranking ready to go back when Nope released a little over a month ago, but sometimes life just gets in the way, and that's what happened here. But since, once again, we are still within that sort of downtime in the year where there's no really big new releases coming for another couple of weeks, and I've been really enjoying doing these director rankings, I figured why not revisit this one now. I mean, Jordan Peele is one of the most highly praised and hotly sought after directors working today. And even though it came out a month ago, Nope is still being talked about fairly regularly. So the question I aim to answer today is, where does it end up among the rest of his admittedly small but incredible filmography? Before I hop into the actual ranking, I just wanted to let you all know that I have an entire playlist dedicated to all of my ranking videos. So be sure to check that out, and I guarantee you'll find something you like. And so without further ado, let's hop right into things. Number 3, Nope. It was a really close toss-up between this one and the next one on this list. I really do feel like Nope has a fantastically mysterious build-up, and I love the performances from Keke Palmer and Daniel Kaluuya, both their individual performances because they're so different. Keke Palmer is so loud and kind of in your face and eccentric and over the top, whereas Daniel Kaluuya plays a much more reserved and kind of stoic character. They are complete polar opposites, but when they are together, they just have this magical chemistry. On top of that, I also felt that Brandon Perea, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right, but usually I'm not, I thought he was great in here too, but I do have one complaint when it comes to the cast, and that is just simply the fact that Steven Yeun was not in here anywhere near enough. I've known the guy, like most other people, since he first appeared in The Walking Dead, and I really do feel that he was excellent in this movie. I felt every scene he was in were some of the best scenes in the movie, so I definitely could have used just a little more Yeun in this one. The cinematography and composing were both superb. They complemented the ominous tone of the movie so damn well. And Jordan Peele just continues to prove himself time and time again, being that this is his 3rd movie, and to most people, he has yet to miss. But despite me mostly praising this one, I still do have a few little issues with it. Like, for instance, I felt the tone was a little all over the place. There is what I felt to be a super unnecessary side plot, and the movie runs just a touch too long. And the last little note is that I just felt the ending showed a little bit more than I would have liked. Most of this movie does a great job at show don't tell, and this one just shows a little too much. However, I still really enjoyed myself and think that it's a solid movie. Number 2, Us. I feel that this one and Nope share many of the same issues, especially when it comes to the tone of the movie. However, I did feel that the comedy in Nope was much better and felt much more natural than it did here, because that's my biggest issue with this movie, is that I felt the comedy really didn't work at all. But in my mind at least, the story was much more original and memorable. It had an absolutely crazy twist, and I believe it also had the superior performances as well as the superior style and overall aesthetic. Number 1, Get Out. Yeah, this one is number 1 in my mind without a doubt. As much as I do enjoy Us and Nope, and they've just grown on me a little bit over time, Get Out is just in a whole nother league. I really do feel that it's one of the best horror movies in recent memory. The weird thing with Get Out is when I first watched it, I didn't really care for it all that much. However, that is mostly because I first watched it during a dusk till dawn marathon at my local drive-in theater, and this was the movie that was playing between like 3 and 5 a.m. I didn't even stay for the whole thing and finished it the next day. And by the time that I finished it, I thought like, yeah, it was good, but just not great. And that was my opinion on the movie for a while, but then I finally gave it a rewatch and just totally fell in love with it and was able to appreciate it that much more, and just recognize it for how truly brilliant it really is. Daniel Kaluuya gives what I believe to be an Oscar-worthy performance. The movie's big twist is one of the boldest and most daring out there. The score is haunting, the atmosphere and tension building is exceptional, and it's got an edge of your seat batshit crazy ending. So that is all for today's video, folks. Be sure to let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with my ranking. While you're at it, be sure to let me know how you would rank all 3 of Jordan Peele's movies. And don't forget to suggest what ranking you'd like to see next. I know many of you out there are hoping for more director rankings, and believe me, I do have more lined up, but there are of course ones that are far more requested out there than others. For instance, in particular, Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese. And look folks, I may have seen a lot of movies, but I have not seen all movies. I am working on both of those directors' filmographies, so I can get those rankings to you because I want to get those rankings done as well. But sadly, it is going to be just a little bit longer before I get to those. However, please do suggest more in the meantime. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to see more content, consider subscribing to my channel and ringing that little bell icon. That way you can be notified about all of my latest uploads. And as always, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching, and that's a wrap. Hey you, yeah you, if you made it this far, just know I appreciate you, and while you're here, consider hitting that subscribe button.